With 2 wins over ranked opponents already this season, the Northern Illinois Huskies could be called BCS Busters. Last weekend, that newfound reputation would be put to the test when NIU hosted Big 12 conference opponent Iowa State. A record-breaking Huskies Stadium crowd would see the Cyclones take an early lead, only to have the Huskies come up with several big plays on both sides of the football to post their 3rd victory over a BCS opponent this season. The exciting highlights and more are up next on Inside Husky Sports.
Hi everybody, I'm Brad Hoey and welcome to another edition of Inside Husky Sports. We have another great program on hand for you here this afternoon, and how can it not be? The NIU football team continues to roll. They improved to 4-0 for the first time since 1965 with an exciting come-from-behind win this past weekend against the Iowa State Cyclones. We'll have highlights from this game. We'll have our usual conversation with head football coach Joe Novak, plus get some post-game reaction from some of the players following that game. Later in the program, we'll catch up with NIU men's soccer coach Steve Simmons. He's the brand new coach of the NIU men's soccer team, and they're looking to improve their fortunes in 2003. All this and more coming up on this edition of Inside Husky Sports, so don't go away.
Inside Husky Sports on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Culver's Frozen Custard and Butterburgers, America's favorites made fresh. The Village Commons Bookstore. For all your Husky clothing and souvenirs, visit us at vcbs.com. U.S. Cellular, we connect with you. And Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Applebee's Take Two is back.
One can have a dream, baby. Two can make that dream so real. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. Make a dream come true.
Applebee's Take Two.
Just take two.
Choose 2 of your favorite entrees for one mouth-watering plate.
Eating good in the neighborhood.
Yeah, hey, call me on Ed's phone.
Is your phone broken, Joe?
No, my wireless company doesn't give me enough anytime minutes. Hey, yeah, cool. Huh. Hey, call me back later. Where? Yo, Stick, we hanging out tonight? Yeah. Call me on Stick's phone.
For award-winning customer service and all the minutes you need, switch to U.S. Cellular.
Yeah, you'll get the minutes you need to use your own phone.
U.S. Cellular. We connect with you.
NIU fans, when you enter the Village Commons bookstore, you're entering Husky territory. VCB is the official site for NIU athletics, featuring the new NIU logo on a wide range of hats, t-shirts, shorts, sweats, and NIU logo gifts and accessories. Whether you're a student, graduate, or a fan of NIU athletics, the Village Commons bookstore is your Husky headquarters. Visit us in DeKalb or call us toll-free 800-700-4868 or on the web at www.vcbs.com.
Welcome back to Inside Husky Sports, and joining me now is the head football coach of the Northern Illinois University Huskies, Mr. Joe Novak. And Coach, congratulations once again for the first time since 1965. Your team is 4-0. You've knocked off 3 BCS conference opponents, the first time any Mid-American Conference team has done that. And last week, the big win, the come-from-behind win over the Iowa State Cyclones of the Big 12 Conference. Really a confidence booster for your team, particularly after that big win against the Crimson Tide of Alabama.
Yeah, I was concerned all week, Brad, certainly that we might have a letdown after the Alabama game. But again, playing a team like Iowa State from the Big 12, our kids had, you know, they had their attention. So I thought we went out there, and Iowa State came in and played awful well. I mean, it was a tough football game. They played us well. We knew they would. Fortunately, we made enough plays to get the job done, but it was a heck of a football game.
It was a great football game, Coach, and arguably, you know, your team sputtered a little bit in the early going. Maybe there was perhaps a little bit of a letdown, but as you said, the mark of a good football team is the ability to rally and pull out a victory when you're not hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, again, I think a lot of it was due to Iowa State. I mean, they're a good football team, and they played well, they played hard, so, you know, you might look at it like we sputtered, that might be, but also I said, you know, they're a pretty good football team. They played well.
They certainly are, as you would expect from a team from the Big 12 Conference. Well, let's take a look at the highlights at sold-out Husky Stadium. The Northern Illinois Huskies taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. There's a shot of sold-out Husky Stadium, 28,218. The second time we've broke the attendance record here at Husky Stadium this season.
That's great, Brad. Having the people there and the support was tremendous, and that's why we made plays like this. Mike Turner on a screen pass makes a good run. We come up just a little bit short. The first down, we have to punt. But let me go back to that crowd. I can't tell you how important that is to our football team.
It really spurred on the Huskies, and of course Iowa State had a pretty good contingent there, and they would see the Cyclones get on the board early. Here was an opportunity where their quarterback fumbled the football, but we weren't able to recover, and then Hiawatha Rutland takes it in for the touchdown, and that would make the score 7-0 Cyclones.
Yeah, that quarterback's a good player. He's only a freshman. He's going to have a great career there. Rutland's a real good tailback, and their wideouts are excellent too, so good skill. Great play there by Sam Hurd. Great catch, great effort to get a first down. Sam played a great football game. Had a couple catches, but he blocked great all day. Here they run a little option play, but our kids see it and respond to it and run to the ball well and then end up making a good play.
Kirsten Strothman on the tackle, coach, and he had an excellent game. He would have to fill in for Javen Lee, who went down with an injury, and Kirsten did a great job.
He sure did, and we won't have Javen here for a little while, and we'll have to get him back healthy. Good play there by Mike. Good blocking up front. Our line, I thought, did a very nice job, opened some holes. Good run by Mike. Here we are getting pressure again on their quarterback, and Duffy and Atkinson in those two, and then with Kirsten, who stepped in there. Those three played awful well.
The Cyclones in the second quarter, threatening, but this might have been the play of the game, and it was Vince Reynolds coming up with the big interception.
It was the play of the game in my mind. Things weren't going too good at that point. They had a chance to go up 14-0 there, and Vince makes a great play. Made that same play in practice last week, Brad, believe it or not, on the same play. And he runs pretty good now for a big guy. Took us down close, and then we got Mike in with the score. But that was important. Could have been 14-0. All of a sudden, it's 7-7.
Well, it was a 14-point turnaround. They could have gone in for 7. We went in for 7 instead. We get the ball back, and here was a nice end around by Danny Sheldon, made possible by a big block by Sam Hurd.
Sam Hurd really hit that kid. That was our hammer hit of the week offensively. And a little bit of play action here, and we throw to Danny, and what a great catch. I mean, just a great play by Danny. Concentration there is fantastic, and he makes 1 or 2 a game, big plays like that, and certainly that was an excellent play.
To also have the presence of mind, because he was floating out of bounds, but he was able to get that 1 foot in, and you could see it here on the replay, Coach. He'll get that left foot, just drag it in at the last moment, and that was good for the touchdown, and that put the Huskies ahead 14-7.
Great play on his part, very intelligent, like you said. Here we got Duffy coming through on a blitz, and doing a great job sacking a quarterback.
Duffy having another outstanding game at linebacker, throwing the quarterback Austin Flynn for a 3-yard loss. There's a look at those Thundersticks, Coach. You like those?
I really do. They're a great addition to what we're trying to do.
This is late in the second quarter. Flynn flushed from the pocket, and Akil Grant almost comes up with the interception. Couldn't quite keep it in his hands. The Huskies take a halftime lead of 14-10 in the locker room. Iowa State would get a field goal there about midway through the second quarter. And Coach, as we said, 14-10 lead, and we probably were a bit fortunate to be leading at halftime.
We were. There's no question about it, Brad. And, we didn't play that great offensively. And again, let's give Iowa State some credit. And they had 2 weeks to prepare, too. And I'll guarantee you that's an advantage. We had 2 weeks to prepare for Alabama. We had 2 weeks last year for Bowling Green. That makes it different. They did some things differently and had a great game plan against us.
And they certainly did, Coach. And we would make some adjustments in the second half, and we'll take a look at those second half highlights in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at some scores from around the Mid-American Conference this past weekend.
Come on, on, Mr. Culver. Keep them coming.
Okay. Pat Bennett.
Club salad, no mushrooms.
Pat A. Bennett.
Hot and spicy chicken salad, no olives.
Patricia
A
Bennett.
grilled chicken cashew salad, perfect as is.
Great job, Kevin.
I get a lot of practice, Mr. Culver. People love a salad made fresh to order.
Rachel Kamen.
Garden salad ranch dressing.
Dear Storm.
Hot and spicy chicken sandwich. Salad. Hot and spicy.
Adam A. Abbott.
Okay, I can do this.
Try a Culver's custom creation salad today.
In football and in life, experience is the best teacher. Luckily, the best experience I'm getting in college is the NIU experience. I'm studying with dedicated professors in a program that's nationally ranked, and I'm applying what I learned to real-world business issues. So when I leave NIU with my degree in accountancy, I'll be a top recruit for companies that value real-world know-how. Get a step ahead. Get the NIU experience.
On the next Beyond the Glory, Tony Hawk revolutionized a dying sport.
Few athletes transcend all barriers. There's Michael Jordan, there's Tiger Woods, there's Tony Hawk.
His dedication sparked an international sensation.
Tony has taken skateboarding to the masses.
And he conquered skating's holy grail.
The 900 is, like the race to the moon.
The king of extreme sports, Tony Hawk, Beyond the Glory. Sunday at 9 on Fox Sports Net.
Terrific. We had a reception last night, and we got to mingle with some of our players and some of the players off the 83 team, and some of these guys I haven't seen for 40 years, so it was really a treat to touch bases with them again. I'm just thrilled, and I think the job that Joe Novak has done rebuilding this football program is incredible, and I'm looking up there in the stands, and that's the way it should be. This is what college football is all about.
It's a real honor, and what a great year to do it for them. 1963, 1983, and 2003. So every 20 years, hopefully we'll do it more than that, but it looks like we got a team this year that can possibly do what we did when we were playing.
He's going for the touchdown. Tim Terrell, 43 yards. Welcome back to Inside Husky Sports. And Coach, there's a couple of NIU football legends. George Bork from the 1963 championship team, and of course Tim Terrell, who was the quarterback and MVP of the conference in 1983 when the Huskies won the MAC conference, the last time they won it, and of course went to the California Bowl. You were defensive coordinator on that team.
I'm not so sure the two of them couldn't help us a little bit this year. George could sure throw it, and Timmy could sure run it, so I'd take them both.
Well, it was an exciting time at Husky Stadium. They were acknowledged at halftime, and of course the Huskies made some adjustments in the halftime locker room, and you were able to limit the Iowa State offense to, I believe, only 51 yards rushing in the second half.
Yeah, we really tightened things up. We needed to. Like I said, they had time. They had a few new wrinkles for us, and we had a chance to talk at halftime, and I think we played a little bit tighter in the second half.
Well, let's take a look at those second half highlights. The Cyclones and the Huskies from Brigham Field at Husky Stadium. Well, Michael Turner was looking for some record-breaking numbers, and he would get it on this carry right here. The 12-yard gain would set a new NIU career rushing mark, breaking that which was held by Mark Keller, and he had it for a long time. He set it back in 1973.
And Michael's still got some games to go here, so real happy for Mike.
We talked about the defense making some adjustments at halftime, and here we see Leonard Cooksey, who had an outstanding game at the nose tackle position.
I'm going to tell you, he's playing well. I think he gets overlooked sometimes, but he and Marty Wilson and Justin McIntyre and Quince Holman are playing well at the tackle spot for us. And here Josh overthrows one. Again, he's got 2 picks in the year in 4 games, but that was a good play by their DB, a little bit overthrown, and fortunately we got him stopped.
But the Husky defense would respond once again, Coach. Here's Kirsten Strothman again making the big play.
Good play by Kirsten. As we said before, he stepped in and played awful well.
That would hold the Cyclones to a field goal. They would take the lead, however, 16-14.
It was important. We came out and drove the football here now. And great run by Mike to get it started again. Good blocking up front, but we needed to move it and get points on the board. Here Josh on a bootleg hits a great throw to PJ for a big first down to get us down in there close.
A couple of big receptions by your receivers on this drive. Here comes another one. Sam Hurd catching the ball in traffic. Great throw by Josh.
It was. Great throw and a great catch by Sam. And as I said before, Sam had a heck of a football game.
That would set up this 29-yard field goal by Steve Azar. And that would put the Huskies back in the lead 17-16. Very precarious lead.
It was important that we came back and answered their field goal. They jumped ahead, and boy, we came right back and drove the ball well and got ahead by one. And then Kenny West is filling in there for Travis. He hits the quarterback's arm. We get a bad throw. Akeel Grant makes the interception and sets us up. Now it's important, there's about 5 minutes to go, that we take the ball certainly and score, but even more important, use up as much clock as we can.
And we were very diligent, Coach, in doing that here. Josh scrambles for 13 yards.
Great play by him. That could have been a negative, and Josh turned it into a first down. Heck of a play by him.
Here's A.J. Harris spelling Michael Turner, and he gets a nice gain.
He does. He's playing better and better, running with more confidence every week, and I like the looks of him.
A great call here, Coach. 2nd and goal from the 9.
Great play. Great throw by Josh. Great call by Matt Canada. Thought it was there, and we had good blocking by Sam out front. PJ makes a great play. We get in and get it up by 8.
With the extra point, the Huskies take an 8-point lead, as you mentioned, 24-16. Now it's up to the defense, and like they did against Alabama last week, Coach, they come up big again.
Yeah, we get 2 sacks in the first 2 downs and made it 3rd and a mile to go, which was certainly important. Good play there by Strothman and some of the other ones. Here comes Kirsten again through on another blitz, and like I said, I think it's 3rd and about 22 now, and that pretty much ended the game.
And yet another BCS opponent will bite the dust. There you see the ACC, the SEC, and the Big 12 all fell victim to the Huskies, and there you are, Coach, falling victim to an early shower by Jason Frank and some of his friends.
I'll tell you what, I'll take that anytime, Brad.
Great win, 24-16, the final, Coach. A great victory for the Huskies, and as we mentioned, in front of another sellout crowd. There's a look at some of the statistics, and you'll see very evenly matched. Iowa State does have a slight edge. Of course, with the victory, the Huskies improved to 4-0, as we mentioned earlier in the show, for the first time since 1965. And of course, back then, Northern was in the college division, so this is their best record to start off the season since they've gone Division 1A. And did you ever think that you would be at 4-0 at this point in your schedule?
Brad, I'd like to tell you I did. You know, looking at who we had to play, certainly I knew it would be a tough task. I knew we had a good football team, but how good I wasn't sure. But boy, they're sure playing well right now.
Now they are, and that's the way you want them to be playing as they head into the Mid-American Conference schedule next week. Before that, though, there was some very happy Huskies in the post-game locker room. Let's hear some of their reaction to the big win over the Iowa State Cyclones. You know, you guys got down early. You were on the field an awfully lot in that first half of play, but when it came to crunch time, you guys were there and you made the big plays.
Yeah, we was all intense and too excited, I think, the first half. So we just had to calm ourselves down and just focus and, you know, just stick in there and just do our plays, just calmly, but for sure to just do what we got to do to come out here and win.
I think we got over the Alabama game pretty easily. You know, that's a great win for us, but we put it behind us. We knew Iowa State was going to be a great team coming in here, and that showed. You know, we just kept going at them, and eventually in the fourth quarter, I think they got a little tired, and, you know, that's how we play ball.
You look at the Mid-American Conference standings, and we're down there at the bottom. So, you know, that's got to be the focus right now.
That's exactly what Coach said. He asked us what our record was, and all of us said 0-0. You know, because it starts next week. You know, being 4-0 is great, and it's fun being ranked and all that stuff and having the media, but it doesn't mean anything because our one goal for this year is to win the MAC, and it starts next week.
You know, that's one of the great things, you know, that was on my list to try to accomplish. You know, the line helped me out a lot the whole way, you know, and I got to give them credit too. And I just can't look at it right now. You know, I still got a lot of work to do this season.
They talked about how you get stronger in the fourth quarter, but it's not just Mike Turner, it's the offensive line, and it seems like they mature with every game, and they mature within the game.
Yeah, that's another good thing, you know. This team is still gelling together up front, you know. We got 2 freshmen up there, and they're improving every week, and we just go out there and just play with a lot of heart.
Of course, Michael Turner got some more accolades. He was named the Mid-American Conference West Division Cope Offensive Player of the Week, and now the Huskies are ranked 17th in the nation in the AP poll and 20th in the nation in the coaches poll. And despite the success that you've had in the first month of the season, Coach, the slate is wiped clean. You mentioned that in the locker room after the game. You're 4-0, but you're 0-0 in the Mid-American Conference, and that's what this team is really shooting for.
And that's the approach we took way back during two-a-days when we first started practicing, Brad. We said, yeah, I don't care if we're 4-0 4-0 or 0-4 in these first 4. And they're important games, don't get me wrong, but once we get to Mid-American Conference play, that's where our real focus is.
And you'll kick it off here at Brigham Field at Husky Stadium this Saturday when you take on the Bobcats of Ohio. Ohio University, 1-3 overall, 0-1 in the Mid-American Conference, having lost to Western Michigan last weekend. But the Bobcats pose some very big problems for you, particularly on offense.
Yeah, they've scored some points. You know, they got beat by Minnesota, who's a good team, and Iowa State and Western Michigan, and they do score points. They're really good with that option offense, so we're really going to have to play well.
Well, of course, the one thing that's been impressive about your team this year, Coach, is their ability to focus. I think they proved that this past weekend when they took on Iowa State after the big victory over Alabama.
They really have. I was worried. I know the kids came to me and told me I was tight. I need to loosen up, so I tried to, but they have. They've remained focused. We need to. Again, it's one game at a time for the next 8 weeks.
Kickoff 6:35 p.m. right here at Huskies Stadium. Still plenty of great seats available. You can order your tickets by contacting your nearest Ticketmaster outlet or by dialing 1-312-559-1212 or go online at niuhuskies.com. Coach Novak, good luck this week against the Ohio Bobcats, and we'll see you back here at Inside Husky Sports next Thursday.
Great, Brad. Thank you.
Joe Novak of the NIU Huskies. Coming up next on Inside Husky Sports, we'll take a look at NIU men's soccer. That's when Inside Husky Sports continues.
Yeah. Hey, call me on Ed's phone.
Is your phone broken, Joe?
No, my wireless company doesn't give me enough anytime minutes. Hey. Yeah, cool. Huh. Hey, call me back later. Where? Yo, Stick, we hanging out tonight? Yeah. Call me on Stick's phone.
For award-winning customer service and all the minutes you need, switch to U.S. Cellular.
Yeah, you'll get the minutes you need to use your own phone.
U.S. Cellular. We connect with you.
Applebee's Take Two is back.
One can have a dream, baby. Two can make that dream so real. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. Make a dream come true.
Applebee's Take Two.
Just take two.
Choose 2 of your favorite entrees for one mouth-watering plate.
Good in the neighborhood.
We're back on Inside Husky Sports. NIU men's soccer is looking to make a marked improvement in 2003. They have a brand new head coach in Steve Simmons, and his charge is to rebuild an NIU soccer program to the point where it can be competitive and perhaps challenge for a Mid-American Conference title.
After taking over the men's soccer program last spring, new head coach Steve Simmons has his Huskies on the fast track. With a new coach comes a new approach. His immediate focus is producing excellence in his players.
And that's what we're trying to put on the table for everybody is excellence. So this is an exciting time for us because we know that we're putting the effort in, we're putting the investment in, and I'm telling the players, in order to get your reward, you're going to have to invest.
Coach Simmons knows that to rebuild the program, the team is going to have to put in some extra effort.
Coach Simmons brings an intense atmosphere and a winning attitude to the men's soccer program.
The program is very, very solid with a foundation, and we just want to build on it. And the way we're going to build on it is, with solid recruiting. I think is the lifeblood of any program, and really managing these young people that want to work hard.
And he knows that in order to play competitively, he must make sure his players have the right attitude.
He's just got a great attitude that rubs off on all the players.
Along with the new head coach, this year's men's soccer team features many new faces. Several freshmen have already seen considerable playing time on the field. Fortunately, there are 3 seniors to help keep their minds focused and their attitudes positive.
Our primary goal is just keep everybody organized, show them the leadership qualities, how to play the game, and just to keep them motivated and going strong throughout the whole season.
all our freshmen are amazing kids, you know, great athletes, great attitude. It's all about who wants to play, and that's the great thing about Coach Simmons is that him and Ian have made an atmosphere for whoever wants to play has an opportunity to advance. And the freshmen are great. We couldn't have picked a better class.
With so many young players, it's taken some time to come together on the field. But after posting their first win of the season this past weekend, the Husky team chemistry appears to be improving.
Well, you know, you've got some players that have been through the wars. Stukenberg, Q, Pektodian, those are players that have been through the wars. You got to count on those players. New guys really don't come in and add championships. They'll win games for you. It's the juniors and seniors that win championships.
You know, we're just looking forward to every single game. It's all about improving each game. You know, it's about our performance each game. And the wins will come if our performance is good.
For Inside Husky Sports, I'm Christy Wooden.
Thanks, Christy. NIU men's soccer will be in action this Sunday here at the Husky soccer field when they take on Western Illinois University. They'll have a long road trip after that. They'll take on 3 Mid-American Conference opponents plus UIC on the road before they return home to Husky Soccer Complex at the end of the month. We still have more Inside Husky Sports to come, so stay tuned.
Come on, Mr. Culver, keep them coming.
Okay. Pat Bennett.
Club salad, no mushrooms.
Pat A. Bennett.
Hot and spicy chicken salad, no olives.
Patricia Bennett.
A grilled chicken cashew salad, perfect as is.
Great job, Kevin.
I get a lot of practice, Mr. Culver. People love a salad made fresh to order.
Rachel Kamen.
Garden salad ranch dressing.
Sarah Storm.
Hot and spicy chicken sandwich. Salad. Hot and spicy.
Adam A. Abbott.
Okay, I can do this.
Try a Culver's custom creation salad today.
NIU fans, when you enter the Village Commons bookstore, you're entering Husky territory. VCB is the official site for NIU athletics, featuring the new NIU logo on a wide range of hats, t-shirts, shorts, sweats, and NIU logo gifts and accessories. Whether you're a student, graduate, or a fan of NIU athletics, the Village Commons bookstore is your Husky headquarters. Visit us in DeKalb or call us toll-free 800-700-4868 or on the web at www.vcbs.com.
The search for new knowledge doesn't have a beginning or an end. At NIU, discovery is a seamless web of teaching, research, and outreach. So it's no surprise that some of our best teachers are also world-famous scholars.
I think there's a strong relationship between good teaching and active research.
Dream, discover, and do. The NIU experience.
Well, Northern Illinois men's soccer is looking for consistency on the playing field. Coach Steve Simmons certainly doesn't have to worry about the performance of some of his student athletes in the classroom. One in particular, Jason Sullivan. Jason is an awfully good student, and for this reason, we are recognizing him as our Husky Scholar Athlete of the Week. Jason is a senior from Quincy, Illinois, and he currently holds a very impressive 3.71 grade point average in accountancy. For his exploits in the classroom, Jason is recognized as a Victory Scholar in Northern's Academic Excellence Program. So congratulations to Jason Sullivan, our Husky Scholar Athlete of the Week. That's all the time we have for this week's show. I want to thank you for joining us here on Fox Sports Net Chicago. We'll be back next Thursday at 3:30 p.m. We'll bring you highlights from the Husky football game against the Bobcats of Ohio University, plus much more NIU sports action. So for all of us here at Inside Husky Sports, I'm Brad Hoey, thanking you for joining us, and we'll see you again next Thursday right here on Inside Husky Sports.
Huskies, woo, woo. The teams who pull us through. Forward, together forward. Hey, what is it? Huskies, Huskies, and we're for NIU. Huskies, Huskies, they make us go through. Huskies, Huskies, the teams who pull us through. Forward, together forward, there's victory in view. We're Huskies, and we're for NIU.
Comcast is working hard, so you won't miss a moment. We're working hard to bring you crystal clear pictures with digital cable. We're working hard to bring you high-speed cable internet. And at Comcast,